we can see that, well, obviously, in terms of maximising our body language, our visual image, we need to be able to not only get rid of any distracting body language, but also maximise what we can do to increase the power of our expression. So if we are looking at the 5 areas, obviously we need to think very carefully about how we use our eye contact, how we use our facial expressions, what gestures we use, what posture and what dress. If we look into the booklet, we can see that there are certain things that we can do to help with our body language. Because I'm going to get you to practice your own body language. But I want the sort of things that I'd like to be able to practice are the things which allow you to express yourself. So when you're delivering the information, not only are you delivering factual information in a credible way, but you're delivering it in a way which shows that the presenter is a credible expert on their subject and actually enjoys what they're talking about. Then you're creating a relationship between you and your audience. And there's nothing better that a presenter can do than create that rapport and relationship. But it comes very much for how you come across yourself. Certain things we can do. If we look at body language on page 80, it talks about the best way to eliminate negative body language, to be aware of what we do. We should always try to be conscious of using positive body language. Getting facial expressions, smiles, gestures, open gestures. It helps practice. Practice your stance. Make sure you stand with your feet less than shoulder width apart. Don't lean into your audience. Don't turn your body away. This comes very much in terms of, I'm going to mix a little bit in terms of the PowerPoint as well. When you're using PowerPoint, you need to position your computer so you're still facing your audience, not at an angle. Because some people will face face towards one area of the audience, and that their attention is on that area rather than the rest of the audience. So be aware of, the whole audience needs your attention. Make positive eye contact, keep regular eye contact with the audience. Don't stare at any one individual. Glaring eye contact, but the only person in the room who looks like they like you is intimidating. So be aware of that. Practice smiling and using friendly expressions. TV presenters and actors do practice smiling, so you know how to produce an authentic smile, an authentic facial expression, and they can switch it on just when they need to. You don't need to have a smile which is beaming at the audience all the time. It says get a happy medium. You don't want to scowl, look too serious. You don't want to look inane either. Use open gestures with your palms. Palms up are what we call open gestures. They're easier, they flow more, and they are more positive in terms of reception from the audience. Make sure your gestures are natural to you, though. Although there is a certain element of performance in terms of the delivery of information, you can't act on your feet. It's got to be part of you. You've got to feel comfortable with it. You're developing part of your natural expression. You're not actually learning how to act on stage. If you can see the opportunity to see yourself on video, then even better, which you're going to. And get a chance to see yourself, express yourself on video, or practice in front of a trusted friend or a colleague. We need to be aware of distractions, but we also want to maximise on what we can do in relation to our body language. So we're going to practice. We're going to practice our body language, and one of the things we're going to do is I'm going to make sure that you can practice your stance so you look comfortable. I'm going to make sure you practice the hands, and in terms of the gestures that we were talking about before, descriptive gestures when you're describing something, but strong gestures when you're making a point, and those strong gestures should match the vocal intonation. If you say something is useful, important, vital, interesting, that's when your strong gestures should be used there. But again, you've got to know where to bring your hands home when you need to. Facial expressions are very key. And today what we're going to look at is, what I'd like to be able to do is get you to smile more, to show the audience that although you're delivering technical information, that information is something which, as you speak and embellish that information, something which is going to make a difference to them. Always think about it in terms of what it's going to do for the audience, what it's going to do for them, how it's going to help them out. Because if you know what you're delivering to them is going to be, as we mentioned mentioned earlier, of value to the audience, then it should help you in terms of relaxing you in terms of a presentation, but also enabling you to express yourself while delivering the information as well.